Hello and welcome to the CrypNews channel. Today we're going to make a review of the second generation of Cobo Vault cryptocurrency wallet. We already did a review of the first generation of this wallet a couple of years ago, and you can find the video on our channel. The link will be in the upper left corner of the screen. I want to remind you that for the first review we had a version that you could use in case of apocalypse, with a shockproof case that protected the wallet from fire, changes in temperature, strong falls and hits and stuff like that. Today we are going to look at the newer version of Cobo Vault, which is called Pro, and it has a fingerprint scanner and an additional battery compartment for AAA batteries. And so, let's unpack the box and see what's inside. So, the previous version had really solid cardboard for the packaging. This one looks a little bit more flimsy, so to speak. But that's just packaging, it doesn't matter that much. Okay, so as usual with such products, and Cobo in particular, there are seals that once you remove them, you can't tape it back because the weight letters will go through, meaning the warranty or the product has been opened before. So let's check what's in here. Okay. Okay, so here's the device itself, the cryptocurrency wallet. Yeah, feels nice, feels chunky. What else do we have? Okay, I think this is the card remover. We'll talk about this a little bit later. Maybe a sticker. Okay. Oh no, I think this is, yeah, this is some sort of a simply to hold the box. Okay, so now we're getting these papers. Okay, the recovery phrase, the mnemonic phrase has written in here. Warranty card and the quick guide or the manual, so to speak. Pretty hefty. Okay, written in 2 languages. This one is English and this one uses hieroglyphics. I think it's Chinese, I guess. Okay, so this was the first box, but actually there are 2 boxes in the packaging, so let's open the second one. This one doesn't have the seals, so it's the things in here must not be that valuable, I guess. Very good. Okay, yes. So a cable that is used for recharging the batteries, I think, and a battery. Okay, so as you can see, there are 2 kinds of batteries used in here. This one is a rechargeable battery. This has a slot for the USB cable in order to charge the battery properly. I think this is the more or less standard lithium-ion battery. And this one, the chunky one, is a different kind of battery. Let's take a closer look. It's magnetic. The clasp is magnetic. Very cool. And this actually, this battery, just wait a sec, holds 4 AAA batteries in order to operate, which is another option, which is really cool. And this is all for the packaging, as you can see. So now we'll just basically try to activate the device and see how it works. Okay, so these are the contents of the box, and here is everything basically: the device, the rechargeable battery, the battery that uses units like this one, so it needs 4 batteries of this kind to operate. And it's ready to go. which is kind of like the quick way in case you need something really fast. And there is also the variant with the rechargeable battery that we are going to be using today, and also the USB cable. This cable is used only to charge the rechargeable battery, and it isn't used to operate with the device. The device isn't going to be connected with the USB cable to the laptop, for example. And also the papers, the quick guide, the recovery phrase. Here's the other side, and also the warranty card. Well, in case something goes wrong, which hopefully will not, you can fill out this form and then return it together with the device and ask for help. So now let's try to activate the device and see how is it working. So magnetic clasp goes in here. So okay, I don't want to do anything stupid, so let's start with the necessary steps written in the quick guide. So yeah, pretty much what the device is: the screen, the on-off or the power button, the camera. It's needed for the QR codes. You'll get more information about that later. There is the fingerprint scanner, and there is the battery. Okay, so the first step, we have done it. So the second step is installing the Cobo Vault mobile application, which we have done already. And when the device asks us, we'll just open it and start using. So we have completed this step also. So now is step 3, powering on the Cobo Vault, which requires us to press and hold this power button for 3 seconds. Okay, all good. And now we'll just complete the setup using the step-by-step instructions that are given to us on the screen. It sounds pretty easy to me. Okay, first we have to choose the language to select it. We select English. As you can see, the touch screen. If I'm not mistaken, the touch screen is 4-inch, which is pretty good. We press next. The screen quality is actually very good. I should note everything is very readable, easy to digest. Okay, so now the device requires us to go to the website, and in order to authentize, to scan the QR code. So let's try to do it. So this is the QR code, and now we're trying to scan it pretty fast. So this is our code for authentication, and we shall input it on the page to have the device registered, so to speak. Okay. The device is secure, which is good. So as far as I understand, this is a security step that registers and that it proves that this particular wallet wasn't used before us by someone else. So we press down here, and I will press success here. So now we have to choose our password, and it has to include at least 10 characters, upper and lower cases, digits, well, like usual stuff. So let's try to do it. Okay, so we have chosen our password, written it 2 times. So now we just press done. Okay, now we have to agree with the terms of service. And now We can import Vault if we have one, and we can create Vault if it's our first Cobo Vault. So we are choosing Create Vault. Okay, so the next step is the recovery phrase, which we are going to do. And there is just some important information, such as don't show this sheet to anybody and stuff like this. Do not take photos of it. Just keep it in secure place. We press next. Okay, we have to check our surroundings if anybody is watching us. Is anybody watching us? I guess we're pretty safe. We have written everything down, pretty much secure in here, so we are ready to proceed. So now we just have to confirm it to write them again. Okay, let's go. So, yeah, it's kind of cool that it actually gives you the variant, so you don't have to write the full, you just have to choose the appropriate one. We have added the mnemonic phrase again, just to be sure. So the vault is being created. You can see here encrypting vault, meaning that we have done everything properly, and soon the wallet will be ready to use. So I just want to remind you that this device still works without an internet connection such as Wi-Fi or USB, and everything is activated using a QR code, as you have already seen in the video. And the company claims that by using QR code transmissions, they have eliminated potential malware infiltration risks and delivered a level of transparency that just isn't possible with Bluetooth or USB. And the data encryption technology used in here is EAL5+. So the proprietary bank-grade secure element ensures that private keys never leave the Cobo Vault, and that secure element generates a true random number for the private keys, and it is vital to ensuring the crypto assets are stored here in the safest way possible. So this wallet comes in two different versions. There is a Bitcoin version, Bitcoin only firmware version, that minimizes the code base and attack surface for Bitcoin users, and there is also a multi-coin version that lets you store different cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, there is Dash, there is Ripple, there is also Litecoin, and you can find the full list of spotted coins on the manufacturer's website. So in here we're going to select Ethereum as our main currency. As you can see, this is multi-currency, so you can select multiple. So these are the two wallets we have created, the Bitcoin one, the Ethereum one, and let's try to look at the settings first. The usual things like change password, fingerprint settings, yeah, we can do this. And here there is the scanner that we can use to unlock it without the password, just using fingerprints. Pattern lock, you can create and import walls if you need to. So I would like to check the system settings first. Well, language, screen brightness, and screen timeout length. Actually, right now it is 30 seconds, and after 30 seconds the device is locked, and if you want to unlock it to use it, you need to enter the password, and 30 seconds is a pretty good length for a general use. However, right now when we're doing the review, sometimes 30 seconds isn't enough, so just for the purposes of the review I'll set it for a longer time, and that's all. But I think it's better to set it to lower if you're actually using it daily. So there are things like you can wipe the device if you need. There are other cool things. Okay, so as you can see here, these are the fingerprint settings, and the added ability to unlock the device with a fingerprint is very cool and very important, because this increases security by a lot, and it makes it impossible for outsiders of security or surveillance cameras to pick a PIN code when you're doing this. Yes, the typical way would be this: you enter the password, and this is actually kind of a bummer. But now, if you set your fingerprint settings, you can just, instead of writing the password, you can just press your finger in here to the sensor, and it will unlock the device for you this way. I think the cool thing here is that both options are allowed: the password and the fingerprint. So, as you can see in here, we have managed to sync the devices. This was very easy. You just have to, in here you have pressed to sync mobile, and the QR code appears, and then you have to use your phone to, like this. Yes, and as you can see, both wallets from here appeared from here, and we are pretty much ready to do the transactions. So let's try. So we're going to choose Ethereum, and we are going to receive, so we're going to send the money to the wallet and see how fast does it take to do this. So basically we just click receive in here, and we are going to copy the wallet address. So in order to do this, we just need to copy the address, so we just press copy, and as you can see here, it's copied, and now we'll just do the transaction. So now we'll just have to wait a little bit and see how long it actually takes. Okay, it took roughly maybe 7 to 10 minutes for the transaction to complete, and as you can see, we now have the assets in Ethereum, and also we can click on the settings, and we can change the default currency to US dollar, so it'll be a little bit more representative to us. As you can see, here are the Ethereum, here are the dollars. So here is the transaction. Everything was really good. So what's actually new about the second generation of the Cobo Vaults compared to the first generation? Well, for one thing, they replaced the rechargeable battery, or this battery that uses 4 AAAs, which is really cool thing. It decreases the corrosion and stuff like this. The other important thing is now the possibility to use the fingerprints, which we've talked a little bit in the video, in the close-ups, and it lets you to unlock the device using the fingerprint scanner and not to enter the PIN code, which can be seen by someone, maybe seen by a surveillance camera somewhere, and this is another secure way to protect your assets. But probably the most interesting thing about this is the self-destruction mechanism. Well, no, it's not like an explosion or something that you maybe thought of about it. Well, the device is made in such a way that it is impossible to connect to it and hack through communication sources. This is used only for charging the battery, and you cannot connect it via USB or via Wi-Fi or via Bluetooth. So the only way to hack it is trying to match the QR codes, which doesn't really work, or to disassemble the device, the whole device, to get to the motherboard, which contains the data. Well, in the case of the physical impact on the device and component breakdowns, well, removing the cover and trying to detach the screen from the device, the mechanism inside it is triggered that records the tampering, and the information is completely removed from the device's board memory card. So after this, after somebody tries to tamper with your device, and if the self-destruction triggers, this becomes a brick. Yeah, basically. So there is absolutely no way anybody can use it. So this is kind of like the last resort thing, but it works, and this is a very good thing for your security. So if someone steals it and tries to break it open, they still won't get your data that they will need to do it. So that's the security of the Cobo Vault, the second generation, with this self-destruction mechanism. Okay, so this time Cobo decided to make the wallet more accessible and released 3 different versions with different configurations. I recall that the first generation costed $475 and was equipped with a shockproof case and a set for storing mnemonic phrases. This time the most affordable version costs only $99. We have the Cobo Vault Pro model with an extra battery case and a fingerprint scanner, and this version costs $149. And top of the line Ultimate version costs $475. The comparison table is now on your screen, and as you can see, the difference is not only in configuration but also in the set of options. So the fingerprint sensor is present only in the Pro version of the device, which we are reviewing, and the most accessible version of the wallet doesn't support the self-destruction mechanism we have talked earlier. And those who care about the waterproofness of the device and its compliance with the US military standard, well, those things are available in the most expensive version only. So this device is really high quality made and very durable. We like this approach and the quality of parts in everything.